Hi guys, welcome to your April 2021. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You? Timeless reading week 1 for the beautiful sign of Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, everything you need is below in the description box, as well as the informational video that accompanies this week's reading. It's going to let you know how we're going to be structuring the videos. Let's go ahead and get started. So Taurus, what's interesting about your energy is your zodiac influence. Now, with Libra's video being up and them being the first one, as I'm shuffling through you guys' energy, it's interesting that they got eclipse energy and you got eclipse energy. So the first zodiac influence that you may be experiencing right now, Taurus, is, again, you're crossing with Libra energy. This is about rebalance. It is an eclipse in energy, an eclipse in Libra, and it is giving strong focus with rebalancing. From a numerology perspective, we're talking about 31. 3 plus 1 is 4. We know that 4 is talking about, obviously, our stability, and we're being advised to reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. So, of course, eclipse energy comes in. Eclipse, it's meant to highlight things that are supposed to stay in your life and shake away or eclipse out people, places, and things that are not. So there's been a huge focus and shift in your relationships and how you need to reevaluate them. It gets better. Your second influence is an eclipse in Gemini energy. With that reevaluation in relationships, justice, and fair play, you're being guided to negotiate. Interesting, which may not be an easy thing. Rise to the challenges as a new pathway opens. And if you look at the twins up there, that's a couple. This is not necessarily twins. It looks like they use the imagery of togetherness. These people are together walking on a path. 9s, okay, 7 and 2. We're talking about movement. Do you understand? I'm sorry, attainment. So what exactly do we need to attain here? Well, obviously negotiation. It looks like between you and your partner there has been maybe too many I's and not enough U's, or there has been not enough negotiation, obviously. I know that this has been challenging because rise to challenges is here. Reevaluation is here. Eclipse energy, reevaluating your stability, reevaluating what you want to achieve, looking at what you have attained, possibly negotiating and integrating that person into your life. What aren't they telling Taurus? What aren't they telling Taurus for week 1, April 2021? Well, first and foremost, we do have a 10 of Swords energy. So I know that this has been very, very challenging for the both of you guys. We also have Hierophant energy. You're showing up in this particular reading. I know that this has been very challenging, but this is an energy of moving into the higher you, reevaluating relationships, bringing justice in the heart place. We do have a King of Cups. There is a love here that exists, a very mature love, or a person that does love you. This has been a very popular card. We are moving into the 4 of Cups. That's very, very interesting that someone that loves you or this particular person is deciding to go within and focus, which has been very interesting. And then we do have the Lovers card here. That's more Gemini influences. Interestingly enough, before I get into the main energy, I will say top of the deck being the 6 of Pentacles, which is all about that balance. And then we do have the 2 of Wands, moving more into interpersonal development, and how there is an energy that is below or within you that needs to, you're being guided to take action. What choice do I take? What do I need to do? The 2 of Wands is the minor arcana for the magician. There is an inward action that needs to take place. When I'm looking at this, it looks like to me that there has been a lot of communication between you guys that have not went well, to the point where mentally somebody is just completely spent and completely checked out. There could be a situation where there's no talking going on. The interesting part with your person, though, Taurus, is that they are very much so centered around this connection. They are feeling like it has been challenging, but it doesn't look like they're letting go. As with Libra's individual, that individual was kind of up and down. If you are, I see Libra here in your energy. So if you are connecting with obviously a Libra or a Gemini, or you have these people in your chart, or you have these energies in your chart, or you're connecting with these people. They're influencing your reading this week very, very heavily. But there's also, again, strong Taurus. You are showing up. Again, Libra and Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We do have strong Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio as well, though. And as we can see here, there's an action that needs to take place. And this is in the energy of the Two of Wands, minor arcana for Magician again. When we're going into an energy of starting out as a Ten of Swords, it's like everyone is laying their cards on the table as we move into April. In the informational video, I told you exactly what we're going to be doing this month as far as your readings are concerned. And I'm gearing you up for that full moon. The first person that has that full moon in Scorpio card, I believe they're going to be impacted by that full moon the most. We just came out of a full moon for Libra. Taurus, we're going to be moving into your season at the end of the month. And I know it has been challenging. This individual has struggled with being higher than what they have showed you. They have struggled very much so with rising to the challenges as new paths open. They're right now in a state of reevaluation that lets me know that they are doing this. They can't deny the connection between you guys. There has not been enough of something and too much of the other. There needs to be some balance. They're looking at you or looking at this situation from a standpoint of a king. They have very, very strong feelings. They want to act on those feelings. They know exactly what those feelings are. They don't want to run from them, but they are acknowledging that when it has come down to this connection, there has been some things that has been very challenging. This is more than a sexual connection. This has risen above. Maybe you guys went through some type of situation where you were dealing with a very sexual aspect of your connection, and then it was time to bring it up a notch. There definitely has been some balancing issues here. There definitely has been some communicative type issues here. Gemini is here. There has been, like I said, too many I's and not enough U's, not enough negotiation, not enough being fair. It feels like there's been something that hasn't been fair. There is fairness that this person wants to bring. They're acknowledging that they have misstepped. They're acknowledging that maybe they did not take this relationship or this connection as serious as they should have. I do feel like there was a part in your relationship, Taurus, where, sorry about this, guys, where you definitely stepped out of just one type of connection. Like when I say stepped out, let me scratch that. There was a point in this relationship where it went beyond the initial attraction. Maybe that's what it is. There is a point where things got bigger than the connection. It's time for you to look at the situation from a standpoint of a mature standpoint, and how is this going to evolve? It feels like there is an energy here that is stuck. I don't know exactly what to do. Your person is struggling with taking action right now, Taurus. They're struggling with taking action because they know that this is final. They know that when they step out of this, and they're going within and evaluating their heart and their security right now, as I stated. They're definitely looking more so within themselves and not really knowing what to say. They don't know what to say for themselves because they're realizing just how selfish they have been. But they do have a desire to want to take this to the next level. In the heart place, they are coming up as a king, which I like. That King of Cups is ready to act on his or her feelings. The problem is how do I act on my feelings right now? Our communication has not been the best. I'm mentally stressed out by what this relationship means. It no longer is a child's relationship. It no longer is a relationship where I can come in with my same old garbage. I have to bring myself to this relationship now, and that's scary. The connection is undeniable here, Taurus. And getting to that next level, the action that is needed with this Two of Wands to get to that next level is what has been a challenge here. Let's go ahead and go in with some. This part of it is going to be a little bit of what they're not telling you. I need more time to learn and heal, to heal and love myself. And that is exactly what is stressing them out. To love someone else completely is to obviously heal yourself. You have to love yourself as well. It looks like the stress here is because of trauma from previous relationships. It could be that this Lover's card is they like that connection and wanted to stay there. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I want to stay right here. And it looks like there was something, again, that needed to take place. This makes complete sense. An action that needs to be taken was something. What stopped the connection what was in them. And they didn't want to acknowledge it before, but it got too stressful between you guys. And on the verge of a breakup or a possible no communication, this is what they're not communicating to you. We also need, I am really sorry about everything. I feel like they bit off more than they can chew. They thought that they were the Hierophant until they met you. They thought that they can walk and talk your language. You do Hierophant very, very well, Taurus. That is your card. You walk into that energy like a boss. Like, this is what I want. I know what I want. I'm going to be the higher me. I'm going to love you this way. I'm not saying that you are perfect, but it's like, I know what I want. I'm going to love you like this. This is what I want. You get 100% of me, 110 sometimes. You may get 90 here and 80 there, but I'm present. I'm here. We're here. Is what I'm doing. This is us. And this person bit off a little more than they can chew. They put their foot in their mouth on some things, and they overextended themselves and was not ready to meet you that way, Taurus. Everybody can't love you like that. And your problem with that is that, and I think where they fell short, if there was an expectation, and when that expectation came, they were not ready to step into the challenge. Give me the King of Cups. What do we have? This is what they're not communicating. I see my future when I look into your eyes. They absolutely do. The King of Cups is here saying that I don't know why I'm not walking into my Hierophants. I don't know why I'm not rising above and being like you, Taurus, but I do see a future with you at the same time. Oh my God, why am I not seeing this? That has made them extremely stressful. They almost put themselves in a situation where they felt like they had to compete with you, and that's not what you wanted, because they're ready to settle down. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not ready to settle down. Sorry. They see a future with you, but when it comes down to settling down, their version of settling down and your version of settling down are two totally different versions. And listen, you already know my placement. Unfortunately, we're fixed earth, Taurus collective. There is only one way of settling down. It is no shades of gray. But to this person, there are still things that they don't want to do. I will say it like this. They want not necessarily to be with someone else per se, but they still want to kind of play that game. Do you see what I'm saying? Where I'm with you, but if I want to whisk off with my friends for a weekend, that's what I want to do. It feels like it's very final. The obligatory part of the relationship is what they don't like. They want the privilege. I'm not going to say in none of the responsibility, but they want to be able to dictate what they're responsible for rather having you to do it. This is a control thing. So I'm telling you what you're connecting with in addition to this Libra and this Gemini eclipse and Libra and Gemini energy that is influencing both of you guys. We're talking about Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We're talking about Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, more Gemini. And then we obviously have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. One of the hardest parts as far as the Libra part of this, I personally believe, is that one person is doing more than what the other person is doing. In Taurus, you can feel like that is you. It doesn't look like they're on the same page as far as their version of settling down. And your version of settling down, you feel like there's only one damn version. You are fixed earth. You have an idea that is that's based upon very practical things that says this is the way. Any other way is stupid. I'm confused. And they don't get that. They don't get that at all. When it comes down to the Four of Cups, that's exactly what they're struggling with. This is that deep part where you keep arguing about it, but they're really not telling you how they feel. And the Lovers is maybe we're better off separated. And that is what they would rather say as a cop-out than to doing the work. The most difficult part for you is to be in a situation where you felt like if this is how you felt, then why did you not tell me before we, and then you fill in the blanks, Taurus, X, Y, and Z. The Six of Pentacles, you probably dealt with a past indiscretion from this person, where they tried to operate with you in that shade of gray where we wasn't together. That energy or our energy gets that a lot, where people want the loyalty that we bring, but they don't hold themselves to the same standard. And that's when it could have gotten out of balance. And that's being clarified by I wanted to play the field, and now look now look where that got me, nowhere. I don't really think, because there's not enough evidence that this individual is definitely saying I want to play the field. It's one of those things where when they're swimming upstream, they are with you and they're there. And when they're swimming downstream, they feel like they're a little bit all over the place. They want options. And it's hard for me to explain it to you, but it's my job to explain it to you. So a lot of the time in you guys' readings, I have to really come to you very diplomatically and put my personal feelings aside, regardless of whether it's triggering or not. A lot of times what I see in my interactions with you is that you, of course, attract the opposite energy. If you're attracting a mutable energy who you were attracted to because of that fun-loving nature that you don't see in yourself. But when it comes down to settling down and being a little bit more stably minded the way that you are, this is where this person lacks. So you have to be careful what you attract. Yes, it is probably something to be said about if you attracted a Taurus to a Taurus, how it would be too boring, depending on what else is in their chart. But eventually you have to marry or couple with for the right reasons and not necessarily for fun. Because at the end of the day, Taurus Collective, you are the ones that just because you are fixed and just because this person is mutable or whatever, doesn't mean that they're right and their way is wrong or right, or your way is wrong or right. It's about knowing exactly who you are and finding someone that can love you that way. Now, when we're talking about the Two of Wands, it is being clarified by I don't want to lose your love and I'm afraid that I might lose you. And that's deeply rooted in the fact that they know that they behavioral wise have to do something in order to keep this relationship. They wanted to play the field, but maybe they didn't play the field. The bottom of the deck energy here is parts of me are broken. And I am afraid that I might hurt you if I show you them. And I think this is really the catalyst for this entire thing. This card right here. And this came up. You guys discussed this. That parts of them are broken and that I felt trauma. Let's go ahead and get into the romantic intentions. I felt trauma and I felt like they really was afraid that you were going to, they're broken. They, you know, you got some people that, I don't know these people, and I hate to say this, but you do have some people that feel like Taurus, that they're in a relationship and every now and again they want to go and dip their toe in the water. And you're just not the type of zodiac energy that's conducive to that type of crap. And they are afraid that they might hurt you if they show you who they truly are. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Romantically, they feel as if they have had a change of heart. And they do that. They go back and forth. And this is probably the thing that has pissed you off. Clarify the Hierophant. Romantically, that's being clarified by, whoa, a whole lot of stuff. And we got 2 cards that went face down. Okay, I'm going to go with those. So they're sorry about everything. And they want to choose love now because they feel like you are their twin flame. And I don't really even know if this person knows what twin flame means. But it's really, yes. So the King of Cups is, and it's really interesting here too, Taurus, because I see the future when I look at your eyes is being clarified by yes. You guys have spoken about marriage, talked about marriage. They do want to marry you. Not being ready to settle down is what ultimately they're hiding. Love is coming. That's what is being clarified by, and divine protection. This came out for a Libra as well. I'm going to tell you that I want you to try to accept the fact that this person is not ready to settle down and accept your love. Reevaluate relationships, justice and fair play. Rise to the challenges as a new path opens. You guys have got to understand the eclipse energy and how it works. It's there to open you up and eclipse things that no longer need to be in your life. They don't have they don't have an anchor. They're not meant to stay. They've stayed long enough. So if this person isn't ready to settle down, but you still love them, then you have a decision to make. And if this is your narrative, please book me, because I have a little bit of experience in this. And I'm telling you that it's a major acceptance that needs to take place if you love a person enough to marry you, but they're not ready to settle down. I've been talking to a lot of my clients about this exact narrative. So if that is you, Taurus Collective, you or your cross watcher, please book. You have to understand that you're being protected. They have things that they're not ready to show you. And divine protection is here, but love is coming. You can take that as it resonates. The lovers, maybe we're better off separated. Maybe you guys are better off separated. Is what they're not, what they're not communicating. But romantically, they have a lot of regrets because they know that they've never experienced a love like this before. I want you to know that they wanted to play the field, and now look where they got them in that 6 of Pentacles. They put you on a pedestal because no one has loved them the way that you have, okay? Does this hurt the relationship? Yes, because it has put you guys in a situation where you have been competing, and it's not about a competition. They were not ready to deal with you the way that you were. You came in already better. I don't want to say better or worse, but we're not going to say that. We're not going to use better. You came into the situation, Taurus, possibly already a little bit more evolved than they were in that area. Of course, because you're the Taurus, you're the bull, slow and steady with you. I don't want to lose your love. I'm afraid that I might lose you. They know that they have to take an action. But this is interesting. Money issues came up, preventing me from asking you out. I don't necessarily think that that has anything to do with it from that perspective. What I am intuitively getting from the money issues is that they need to do something, but you've already passed them. So money wise, maybe they make more money than you, but they spend more money than you. Maybe you're in a position where the money that you make, you're good, because I know you're good at saving. Maybe this person, and if I'm looking at all of these energies, especially this fire, because that's what it's confirming or clarifying. It's looking like this person works hard and plays hard. That was an issue for you guys in the beginning, as well, that you accepted that broken piece, or did you accept the broken piece? Did you see what you wanted to see, Taurus, and it decided, well, maybe, that's when you start negotiating with yourself. And if that's what you did, their money issues are always going to plague this relationship. You take it as it resonates. Parts of them are broken, and they are afraid that they might hurt you if they show you them. That's what I'm going to title this. It's so much deeper than that. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. But I think that is really the catalyst for this entire thing. They have major, major, major regrets. And it's kind of right where it stands. It's not over, but it's not moving. You guys are in that weird space right now where things need to be rebalanced and you need to renegotiate. Because no matter what they're not ready to do, they're already in the thick of it. They're already in the thick of it. It's not fair to you to have to do everything. And it's also not fair to them. But at the same time, dealing with this person and loving this person, Taurus, is a challenge. Are you going to rise to that challenge? Because a new path of togetherness is going to open. This person just happens to want to settle down but not be ready to settle down. What are you going to do about that? They don't want to tell you or show you all of those parts yet. But will you rise? Do you see what I'm saying? Will you rise to the challenge? Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. I will see you guys in a couple of days in your you versus them reading. Hope it resonates. Drop it like it's hot in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this week one's energy. I am trying to prep all of you for the full moon in Scorpio at the end of this month, and our retrograde season will begin. I got so much content to get to you about that retrograde and about the full moon. It's going down, okay? And to everybody else, I will see you in the extended. Bye, Taurus.